Jim here. Welcome back to everybody. It's been a few weeks since we've talked at all. But just a couple things before we even get into this week's. Um, I'm going to be really, really flexible with you because I'm hoping you can be really, really flexible with me. I've been put in charge of the online portion for my particular building, my middle school. So I'm setting up students, setting up teachers, setting up classes, getting things ready to roll for tomorrow. So I've been a bit busy since Thursday night and Friday, but that's not an excuse. I've already told a couple of you it's not an excuse for me to neglect what's going on here at all. So I am going to let you guys, if you don't have thing 11 done, I'm sorry, thing 19. See, I can't even keep them straight. If you don't have thing 19 done, don't worry about it today. Get it in this week sometime if you get a chance. Hopefully your life is calming down a little bit too. Hopefully everybody found some toilet paper somewhere they could use. But let's if you've got it done, awesome. I'll try to get those graded as soon as I can. If you don't have it done, let's take a little bit of a pause here, take a little bit of a break. I know we've been on a break for 3 weeks, but let's see what we can get done here in the next week. So to add on to that then, hopefully that helps a little bit. This week, we are looking at search strategies in the 21 things. This one's really great. I love how this one hits home because, for one thing, being in a one-to-one school district myself, students want to search every question to every, whether it's a worksheet, test book, test, whatever they want to do, they try to Google every question to get every answer. And although I'm not sure I can stop them from doing that in their whole life, how many times do I use a calculator instead of grabbing my slide rule, right? So technology being what it is, at least we need to try to get them into some good searching, not just hitting Google. And then, usually the first box is from Google, but it's linked back to Wikipedia or something like that. So here's the thing. Michigan e-library is the main thing we're going to be looking at this week. And I tell you what, we had some trainers come in from Michigan e-library from the MEL a couple months ago. And this is the most fantastic resource that I underuse. I really got to say, I don't use this enough with my students, but this thing has incredible amount of resource. You can see here a little bit of a graphic that it also has the capability of reading documents to them, some documents. So if you have low readers or you have people with disabilities, this does some really great stuff. Also, some fun things that you might find in here. Say you have younger students or something like that. You can search alligators. I think the one that our trainer did for us was they searched alligators versus crocodiles. And then actually you can click on what sound they make. So you can tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile based on the sound they make. It's just stuff that kids like. But it's some really great stuff. And it's something that I think we should be using much more of. In my class, I will say I need to use it much more. But if I can get you guys onto it and get you excited about MEL as well, didn't mean to rhyme there. That's something I really hope you can put into your students as well. And again, that's something they're updating all the time. It's constantly being added to, updated, refreshed. So it's an awesome resource. But they're going to have you looking at a couple of resources. They're going to have you look at a fake one and a real one. And part of your assignment this week, check out one of the resources or databases in MEL that your students might use, and then tell me what you think about it. Then come down here, select one of the citation makers like BibMe. I'm sure you guys use one of these at some point to make a bibliography. And then you're supposed to take a look at a hoax and a real website that they provide for you over here. And just, tell me, how do you know which one's fake, which one's real, that kind of stuff. So if you go through the directions over here this week, it is pretty straightforward. It is not a real long assignment this week. And so it shouldn't take you terribly long. So if you get this and your 19 done by the end of the week or whatever, you'll be great. Again, I apologize to anybody who's tried to contact me in the last several days. And I think things are going to start settling down a little bit, hopefully, in the next day or two. So if you have any questions, please do make sure that you're asking, that you're emailing. My SVSU email is probably the best one you guys have. That jimbone@gmail one. I'm not into that one much because this term they're not allowing me to use that Google Classroom, so I don't really look at it very often. So the SVSU one that you have for me is probably the best way to get a hold of me, and I will double down on my efforts to make sure I'm getting back to everybody in time on that. So, if kids are going to be Googling everything in the world, let's at least point them towards good resources to use. Okay. That's the big thing for this week, is to, what ways can we help them in that? So if you have questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.